Right guys, welcome back to another video, and today let's talk about some basketball. Right, today I just wanted to talk about, what do you call it, the playoff predictions for next season. Now when I say playoff predictions, I'm not talking I'm going to predict who wins the whole NBA title or whatever. I'm just literally going to be predicting the top 6 teams in each conference. Now, I am struggling for ideas. I haven't had time to write any scripts because literally I came back from holiday like 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday, and I haven't had time to write any scripts. It's just been right into filming videos. So I'm just doing videos I can do very quickly and trying to get them done as quickly as possible. Got a lot to do this week, so sadly it's going to be this. I do apologise. But we are going to be starting off with the Eastern Conference, in my opinion, the weaker conference in both of them. In the West, there's so many good teams, and I was really struggling with the West. With the East, I thought it was a bit more simple, and I just thought we can easily get into it and speak the opinions that are likely to happen. I don't know though, we'll see what happens. I do apologise if I miss anyone out. I did this in about 10 minutes, so I do apologise, and this is just a bit of fun. It's not reality, it doesn't matter until it actually happens. We've got a month and a half till the season starts. Do not worry, it's fine. Right, so we're going to go from 6th to 1st in each conference. I'm going to start off with the East, like I said. So starting off with 6th place, going for the Raptors. Now, Toronto have a great young team, and I just think they are going to progress really well this season. I think I actually predicted them to finish lower than they did last season, which isn't great, but I just think there's a lot better teams than them now because a lot of teams have improved and gotten better. For me, I'm just going to speak about a team that missed out just as well. I think the Bulls are just going to miss out. Nothing to do with them other than their quality is just worse than the Raptors, for example, and the Hawks, who I have actually put into 5th place. Now, the Raptors are a very good young team, and I think that they are going to progress to a stage where they are consistently making those playoffs, and they could challenge soon, especially if they do get Kevin Durant. Depends what players they lose, obviously. That's one of the major issues that is making it hard to see who everyone is going to go to, because you've obviously got the situations of Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, and KD up in the air, so we don't exactly know what's going to happen in those situations. But for me, the Raptors are a great team and a great team spirit, and I just think that they have a lot of the things needed to go over a season and come in the playoff positions. Moving on to 5th, I've gone for the Atlanta Hawks. Murray and Trae Young, a great kind of duo. I couldn't put them actually any higher than this though, because I don't know how Trae is going to play without the ball, or really what their team's going to look like, because you've got established teams, for example Boston, who will be coming up, I'll tell you that for free, who we know what their team's going to look like. We know the starting 5, and we know the starting 5 for like the Bucks, Philly, Miami and stuff. With the Hawks, it's a great team in theory. How well is it going to be in reality? I don't know. So I couldn't put them outside the playoffs with the team they have, but I couldn't really put them also really high up. So that's the main reason why I've gone and put the Hawks 5th, sorry. Coming up in 4th, the Miami Heat. I'm going to say that they are going to drop down just a bit. You're still going to be in the playoffs, and I don't think 4th with all the good teams that are in the East is that bad. Now, and a lot of people will be saying, oh, Miami were the 1st seed last season, how can they not come even 3rd? I just think Miami, Jimmy Butler's getting a year older, Kyle Lowry's getting a year older, you've lost PJ Tucker, your half-court defense is awful, pretty much. You've obviously got Tyler Herro, you've got Bam, who is really good. I just think that with age and losing some players, I think it might affect them a bit more than some people think. And I think 4th isn't bad. You can do something with 4th in the playoffs. You can really do it. So I've put them 4th. It's just an opinion, guys. It doesn't really matter. I'm sorry, Miami Heat fans. I do apologise. Moving on to 3rd, I've gone for Philly. Philly, I don't want them to ever win a championship, man. But I've got to admit, your team is looking pretty nice. You've got PJ Tucker to help you there. He's really good. You've got James Harden, who seems motivated as ever to try and win a ring, which is really good. You've obviously got Joel Embiid there. You've got a lot of good role players there that are really going to help. You've got Maxey, who's really good as well. I just think that over a season, is James Harden going to stay fit? is Joel Embiid going to be able to stay fit as well? Obviously, Joel Embiid is going to be an MVP candidate next season, but is he just going to be able to push them enough in every game, you know? Like, they've got some really good players, and with the addition of PJ Tucker, I think that's a great addition, and I think it'll really help them, especially in the playoff situations. PJ Tucker is a great defender, honestly. But I just think the two teams above them just have slightly better all-round quality, defensively and offensively, so I just think that they're going to come slightly above them. Second is the Bucks for me. I just think when you have Giannis, who in my opinion is overall the best player in the league, I just think that you can't really do that bad. That's just an opinion. Like, they've got a really good team, obviously. They haven't really lost anyone, but they haven't really gained anyone, and they came third last season, I think it was. And I just think if this team can perform a bit better consistently throughout the season, obviously when it gets to playoff time, they're one of the best teams in the whole league. But I just think if this team can perform consistently, I think they could easily get the second seed. Now, coming into first, I've got Boston. Now, obviously, I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I love Boston a lot. Boston are obviously a great team, and we've added two amazing players, Malcolm Brogdon and Gallinari. Obviously, like I said in my other video, the issue of team spirit and like connections and stuff might be in trouble because of the Kevin Durant situation, and if the Celtics do get Kevin Durant, I'm not sure how that will affect them, especially if you have to give up Jaylen Brown and Derek White or something like that in those situations. I'm not sure how it would fare, but I do quite like Boston's chances of being a very consistent team. We saw this after the All-Star break, how consistent this team can actually be, as they can go on and just not lose a game pretty much, and they are a great team, and I just think they're easily going to win the East. I think that they are pretty convincing, and a pretty convincing team as well, as long as they can still play the same as they kind of were showing that they can last season with the best starting five in the whole of the league as well. I thought that was the most easy one to do, I'll be honest with you. Let's move swiftly on to the West. So in the West, I've put the Grizzlies 6th. Now, I feel so bad for leaving out the Mavericks, man. I really like the Mavericks, but you've lost Jalen Brunson, and you haven't really gotten any better, I'm going to be honest. You've kind of got a bit worse, and everyone else in the West has got a lot better, so I can't really put them in there. Like, the Grizzlies at 6, Ja Morant is so good, and their team around them is so good. Desmond Bane, Steven Adams, like, it's a really good team, and I do think they're going to fall this season, because I think as a young team, after you performed so well last season, can you keep it up to the same level? I don't know. To me, it was a toss-up between the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. I was really not sure who to put. And then shout out the Pelicans as well, man. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my. Like, why have I not put the Pelicans in either? There's only 6 spots you can put in though. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, the Grizzlies are probably going to get in, but it could be the Grizzlies, it could be the Mavs, and it could be the Pelicans. The Pelicans are going to be scary next season if Zion's there. I'll move on to 5th, because I'm stressed about that, because I feel like I've messed up severely there. I've put Denver next. Denver are a great team when all their team is fit, and I just think that they will get 5th easily. I just think there'll still be injury concerns with some of the players, that when you've got Jokic, I think you're quite easily one of the best teams in the whole league. Let's just say that. I just think injuries might be a little bit of a concern throughout the season. That is kind of the same thing with the Clippers for me. If the Clippers are fit, they're literally one of the best teams in the whole league, and they could easily get the top seed if they were fit the whole season. But I don't know. I don't know if they will be fit the whole season. Like, will Paul George be fit? Will Kawhi be fit? Will John Wall be fit? You don't know, because they're so injury prone that it's hard to say if they will actually be fit for the whole season. I don't think they will, so that's why I've had to put them 4th, but they could easily come 2nd or 1st, let's be honest here. Next, I'll put the Timberwolves. When you've got Rudy Gobert, Cat, and it's going to be a great regular season team. It's hard to say whether they'll perform in the playoffs, but that is not what this video is about. I think they're just going to be extremely consistent with Rudy Gobert. Like, Rudy Gobert is going to help them extremely in the regular season, to help them get all those wins that they could have missed out on last season, and to hopefully kind of be like sort of a captain for them, hopefully. That's what I kind of hope he'll be like. But I really like the Timberwolves' chances of getting 3rd. But again, I maybe being a bit generous there, but we'll see what happens. That could have been a bad prediction by me. Going for 2, I'll go Golden State, and then for 1, I'll go Suns. So this is actually the same as last season, mainly because I think Golden State are a really good team, but I just don't know how well like Steph, Clay, and Draymond can stay fit, and although Andrew Wiggins can stay fit, and with the progression of like Jordan Poole, Kuminga, Wiseman, Moses Moody, I think that they're going to be a great team next season. I just think the Suns haven't lost anyone. They haven't gained anyone in particular, but they haven't lost anyone. So I just think when you were far and away the best team in the whole league last season, I think you're still going to be there. Even with Chris Paul aging, I think they've still got a really good chance. But that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much if you have watched this far. I really do appreciate you, and thank you so much for watching.